saw on our previous slide was how the database design stages work simultaneously with the application design and development stages, and they have to go in sync. Then we have another. We also studied about the PLSQL, and we discussed about the Oracle database, and we use PLSQL to communicate with the Oracle relational database. So when you are looking here, you can see how the SQL process engine works. The SQL is basically it goes through certain processing stages, and where it gets filtered in the SQL query language processor, and the parser debugs it for syntax and semantic errors. I would like to show you what is a syntax error and what is a semantic error. When I write here, select star from students table, it issues a syntax error because it is not able. There is a students table already created and which exists, but when it is going to select star from instead of from, because here it is wrong, because you can see that I have misspelled this, just to show you that it is going to issue a syntax error. It doesn't understand what to do after this, so it issues an error, and the parser will parse through this statement and finds that there is a word that is not able to understand, so it issues a syntax error. And here, when the parser reads to select star from students table, what it would understand is that there is no student table. It's not able to find the table itself, because we have misspelled the students table as students table. So you can see that there is a mistake here, and if you correct it, it would find the table which is already created, and this is what a statement would be going through when it is parsed through the SQL parser. Parser would issue mainly two different errors. One is a syntax and the other one is a semantic error, and in the semantic error it could not be able to identify the table itself. Once the parser optimizes every single statement, it passes through the DBMS engine, and the database management engine decides to send it to the file manager to pick which file is to get updated. The transaction manager delivers the transaction, updates the physical database, and then the physical database consists of tables, and it updates the table. Either if it is a query submitted to remove, delete or drop a table, then it will perform that action. So what we are going to learn is what you mean by different models in your database design. So conceptual model, logical model, and physical data models are basically the ones you have to understand when you are going to go through the database data models. I showed you in one of the previous slides what would be the different models that we would be using when we are designing a database: conceptual model, logical model, and physical model.